I think so. I am right now in a literal yurt. It's a. Well, look around. It's basically like little portable tent. I mean, actually, a very big portable tent that is used or was used by the different nomadic tribes in Central Asia. And I found the only place in Kyrgyzstan, because that's where I am. Oh, there's a car coming. I found it's like this one place in Kyrgyzstan where I could stay in a yurt in winter. It's pretty awesome. It's really cold though. It's like minus 20 outside, and the only thing that's keeping me warm is this. I don't know if you can see this fireplace thing. Have a look. Yeah. Let me show you outside. See that? Crazy, no? But anyway, I had a dream last night, and this is where I'm sleeping. I mean, it's a mess. I'm sorry, but look at this blanket. I want to have a blanket like this. It's beautiful. But yeah, I had a dream today, and the dream was about me going on a trip, and I don't know if it was for work purposes or for entertainment purposes, and I don't exactly remember which country it was, but the name, well, Ireland comes up in my mind, which I'm not sure, why would I be going there, but that's a dream. So Ireland, right? And it was this very strange arrangement where I would go to Ireland for about a week, come back for 2 days, and go back for another week. And another thing I remember is I have a feeling that some love interest of mine was there on that trip. Though I don't know who exactly, a female obviously, but and the dream happened during that 2 days break when I was back at home in the Netherlands, I think. And what happened was, well, first of all, a priest came to our house, and he was looking for something that he had left, which I don't know why he would be. I'm saying our because I was staying with my mom for some reason. And he came over, the priest came over, and he was looking for something that he had left at our place, which I don't know if you've ever. I don't know the context behind it, but there was this priest who apparently is a fan of. His hobby is photography, but like really weird old cameras, and he was using this. Like he had left an important roll of film, and it wasn't like that, like a normal, like like old Kodak film rolls. It was more like this. Wait. This massive film roll, right? This big round thing that they use in cinema for movies, not for photos. But he had that like had like a film camera quality to it. Apparently, he had left it somewhere, but then he came over looking for it, and it wasn't anywhere to be found. And I remember that he was very upset about it. But hey, we couldn't help him with it. So he came over, right? What happened next? Oh, it was the end of the second day, and I was supposed to be going back on the trip. But for some reason, my mother wanted to go with me to the airport, and I think because of her, because she was doing something, we were very late. Like, I remember the time that we took the taxi to the airport was the boarding time, the time the boarding starts. Now, there's usually an hour between the boarding and the departure, so you have that period of time to get on the plane, but it's pretty much impossible to get to the airport by taxi, go through the security, check in, everything, and then be in time to get on the plane in 1 hour. That's impossible, but we tried anyway. And I remember I had a backpack with me, this backpack actually, this backpack right here. Ignore the Lithuanian flag. It's a long story. It's not my backpack. So, and I had to get it checked in as luggage. My mother didn't understand that. She thought that I was taking it as hand luggage, and I didn't have any hand luggage aside from this, but I think I had some fluids like a water bottle or perfume in my backpack, so I wanted to get it checked in. It was too big, the dimensions, to be hand luggage. And I couldn't... What happened next? Yeah, I had to get it checked in. So we arrive at the airport and we go to the check-in hall, and it is just... I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted with my thoughts. So I keep producing like random phrases. But okay, the dream. Focus, concentrate. We arrive at the check-in hall, and I go to find which desk I need. And my flight, it's so late, my flight is not even on the board anymore. And I realized that I'm late, that I've missed the flight to Ireland, and I get so angry. I was frustrated. I honestly was acting in a very embarrassing manner. I was screaming and shouting and cursing and being incredibly angry and childish, and it was horrible. Like, I was making a massive scene in the airport, and I was just throwing things around, and I sat down. I was incredibly frustrated. I don't know why. Maybe because my love interest was on the trip. And my mom kept this very strange, playful demeanor, which she never has in real life. And she was trying to calm me down or whatever. And at some point, she came and she sat on my lap, which I found completely inappropriate. So I pushed her off me, and was like very hard. Like, it was, she bumped into the wall or into a pillar that was in the airport hall. I felt sorry for it, but at the same time I was very angry. And all in all, I never act like this in real life. Never. That's kind of the complete opposite of who I normally am. But maybe it's somebody I'm going to become in the future, or maybe these are some repressed emotions that I'm feeling, feelings of frustration. There's no point in analyzing it. That's just a dream. And I went down, I ran away from it. I went down to downstairs, and it was already nighttime, and there was this big pool, and a guy laying down on it, and palm trees, and like the sea. All in all, it looked very much like GTA Vice City, this game I used to play when I was a kid. Very bizarre. And then I woke up, and that's the dream pretty much. It's still going. Look at this yurt. And I hope I look okay on the camera. I hope I don't look too tired, which I kind of am. And I haven't showered in 2 days. Haven't brushed my teeth because I'm camping, which is not really an excuse, but they got more of the blankets. Check this out. Gorgeous. They got green as well. Man, Kyrgyzstan is gorgeous. The mountains are absolutely to die for. But it's so cold. It's unbelievably cold. I'm reading this book right now by one of my top 2 favorite authors, Yukio Mishima. And I've never read this one before. Look at how pretty it is. It's called The Sea of Plenty, and the main character, he also keeps a diary of dreams, which makes me relate to him on a very personal level. I think he would have liked me if we ever met. But I already kind of spoiled it for myself. He dies at the end of the first quarter of the book. Not the first quarter of the book, but at the end of the first book. It's a tetralogy. 4 books in one. And there's this quote which I very much liked, which I want to share. Let me find it. Ведь все священные предметы состоят из того же, что и сны с воспоминаниями. Отделенные от нас пространством и временем, они воспринимаются как явившееся чудо. Эти 3 сущности – идеал, сон, воспоминания – объединяет то, что их нельзя потрогать рукой. Стоит лишь на шаг удалиться от материальных, осязаемых предметов, как они превращаются в идеальные, становятся чудом, приобретают редкую красоту и прелесть. Святость идеал присутствует во всем, но мы касаемся рукой, и предмет оскверняется. Люди – странное создание. Все, до чего мы дотрагиваемся, мы оскверняем. При этом в душе у нас есть все задатки для того, чтобы стать святыми. That's a very good quote. And I had goosebumps the first time I read it. But apparently there's like a delegation of Swiss people coming over to this camp. For the last 2 days, I was completely alone here. And it's gorgeous. The stars here are unbelievable. I've never seen a sky like that, I don't think. But anyway, whatever.